Out of the ashes, the phoenix rises again. Welcome back, Warfighters. Welcome back. It is Team Phoenix Rises, Sector 12, and yours truly, JMST Promo Titan, here with another strategy walkthrough. We are back. Operation Rogue Convoy. Let's get into the action. A few pieces of housekeeping. We are running the slow-mo spec op. We are running our 4 offensive boosts. There are 4 of them. We'll explain that a little bit more later. Currently, our faction, sometimes this is important, sometimes it's not. Currently, our faction is set to Ranger faction. Do I need to change my faction for the purpose of this event? I have found that unnecessary, so we will be leaving it as the Ranger faction. We have several strategy walkthroughs that we'll be bringing to you over the course of the next couple of hours, compliments of our YouTube channel. If you're looking for additional walkthrough strategies, whether for Operation Rogue Convoy or map bases, the Omega Abyss is on the map, or future events, be invited to consider subscribing to the channel so you can continue to get these video updates. For the purpose of this first strategy walkthrough, as we go through the commander track, we'll be utilizing Malachi, and in support of Malachi will be Balthazar and 2 Pilgrims. Now, we're doing this one first because we want to make sure that we share a strategy that anyone can use and the majority of people can utilize. There are other strategies with other outstanding units that we'll talk about through future videos today that will be released, but we want to start with units that primarily anyone can utilize. So let's get into it. Before we start the attack, we'll give you a quick walkthrough, identify some things that we're going to be looking at, and some trouble zones that we want to avoid. Particularly is going to be here with this dispersal turret. Attached is a viral turret. What that means is if my Malachi, even the drones, get hit by this viral turret, by the dispersal turret, because of the viral turret, it will affect the health of the main unit of the Malachi. So we need to be mindful of that here. Additionally, there are new vehicles here, and let me do this a different way. There are new vehicles within this base. So we have the Skywolf. The Skywolf is a vehicle that targets air. And yes, it does hit high altitude air, so we want to be mindful of that as we go about these attacks on this commander track. Also, a new unit is the Sega. It is a ground unit, and it does not hit high altitude air, but it will hit aerial units. And then we have the Muskox. This also hits ground units and air units, but not high altitude units. So as you see, as we come in and we attack this, we'll be utilizing those pieces of intel. And it's this, these units are the same in base, Commander Base 2. So let's get those explanations out the way first and foremost. So to counteract this viral turret where we started, we will hit this rogue reactor as well as this fusion tower. Hitting both of those first will kill this viral turret here. So then we'll pick this base apart with the use of Malachi and do some cleanup with the Balthazar and the 2 Pilgrim units. So let's go ahead and get into it. So actually, I'm going to start with Ruby off. I typically start with Ruby on, but we'll start with it off. Gonna drop into Malachi, and we're going straight for this turret or this rogue reactor. And you'll see that viral turret is half dead already. I'm gonna reposition. I'm aiming. So I pull back and then I aim for this corner. And once basically in the corner, I will target this fusion tower. And you'll see the viral turret go bye-bye. Excellent. We'll come back out to the opening apron. We'll turn Ruby on at that point, and we'll let Ruby do some heavy lifting here. And actually, I'm just going to turn it on now. So all the strategies that we'll be sharing with you today through the multiple videos, they will use this opening strategy for base 1. Again, Malachi does the vast majority of the heavy lifting. The ground units that we bring in will simply be cleanup units, right? So be mindful of that. As you see these future videos, you'll see very similar movement. I'm going to reposition here and take out this rampage as well as this vicar turret and reposition, and we'll begin to pick apart this left side. Being mindful that we need to take out these 4 muskox. That's really the focus over there. But additionally, we're going to take out these turrets just because as we send our ground units in, especially the railgun and the vicar turret will do significant damage to our ground units that we're utilizing for this strategy, so we want to get them out of the way. 1 muskox coming down, 2nd muskox coming down. We'll reposition, aiming at this wall and then coming towards this corner. Let me turn Ruby off here. Got that one. Again, coming towards the wall and the corner. And we'll get this one to react here shortly. Come in just a little bit. Now, we have a unique opportunity here, right? I told you guys these Skywolves, they do target air and they will target high altitude. But if you can isolate them, they will shoot at the drones first. And so there is a Malachi-only strategy, and it's utilizing that decoy movement, so to speak, to target those Skywolves. So we got all of the muskox. Now we need to clean up this area here. So I'm going to tell you, go ahead and we got it isolated. Excellent. So target this power plant. That will kill that Skywolf. This one is isolated now. We'll come hit this power plant, which will kill the go-go bar. And then we're going to clear up these rampages in that last vicar turret. Or that second to last vicar turret, excuse me. So coming in at an angle. Just go ahead and push in and get that second one. We took a hit there, but that's to be expected. This is a free repair strategy on the map. We're not looking to do the 0 damage strategy yet. There will be an adjustment as we do the 0 damage strategy in how we attack that particular turret. Now we're just waiting for our drones to respawn. We'll come kill this vicar turret, and then we'll retreat Malachi. Gonna clean up the sea wire while we wait. and wanting to come in left of the Vicar turret as to minimize the damage to. We're going to have to come in for a second attack there to minimize the damage to, and we can probably take out this. Come here. To minimize the damage to, I forgot what I was talking about minimizing damage to already. Anyway, let's get this Vicar turret out of the way, and then we're in business. Going to retreat Malachi at this point. Don't need it anymore. Bring in Balthazar and our 2 pilgrims. Family, when I say 2 pilgrims, trust me, unless your pilgrims are not maxed out, then we need to discuss the potential of using more pilgrims. But you really only want to use 2 here if you can manage it. So Balthazar center, Pilgrim left, and Pilgrim right, and we're going straight at this Vicar turret. And we're going straight at this Vicar turret because it's the only thing that can deal damage to these ground units that's left in this base. So get it out of the way. And then we're turning on Ruby. There you have it, free repair, Commander Base 1. This is a strategy that is simple to implement and easy to replicate. Utilize it for your benefit. If you find that this strategy is not working for you, have no fear. We have additional strategies here. All right, let's get into Commander Base 2. Very much similar strategy. Very, very similar. Still utilizing Balthazar and the 2 pilgrims. Couple areas of focus, particularly these 3 railguns here behind this wall. There's a Rapture turret over here to the right, and then we need to be mindful of these epic flat guns in the back. So let's go ahead and get into it. Straight out the gate, Ruby on. Just let her fly. We're going to let Ruby fly until such a time, or excuse me, let the Malachi fly until such a time as he takes out this bastion, and then we'll reposition and take out this other bastion, putting us in line to take out these 3 railguns. So pull back just a little bit and hit this bastion. Now we're in position. Again, letting Ruby do the vast majority of the work here. All right, that's out of the way. We're going to pull back. Now, I'm going to pause here for a second. Guys, there is a Malachi only strategy for Commander Base 2 as well. That being said, it is the Malachi only strategy is the most difficult strategy to implement. So we'll bring that to you guys last. The goal is really to give you 0 damage or free repair strategies that can be recreated over and over and over again. And the Malachi strategy is one that you're really going to have to master. So that's why we'll bring it to you last. Now we're in position where we want to be. We're going to go straight at this Rapture turret. And the reason for that is we have as many of the drones as actually, let's reset here. Let's clear some of this because a number of our drones are heavily damaged, right? So we want to clear some of this out. And now we're going to go at this Rapture turret. And we go at this Rapture turret because it is one that can cause damage to the main body of the Malachi unit. So we want to get it out very, very constructively, I'll say, right? We want to be conscious of how we attack that turret. While we're in this area, clearing some of the sea wires so that when we bring our pilgrims in, we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to come to this corner, and then I'm going to attack this fusion tower, which will also kill the go-go bar. Up until this point, we've taken 0 damage on the main body, which is what we're looking for. Let Ruby work here. Almost got it. All right. And we got these 2 muskox vehicles coming out, which we want. Clear them out of the way. We're going to turn Ruby off now. And as we turn Ruby off, we're going to bring in our Balthazar and our pilgrims and begin to position them where we need them. Now, also setting a mask for what the damage is on the drones on our Malachi unit. For the purpose of this video, we will... Do I want to leave? So you can leave 1 or 2 rail guns. Anything more than 1 or 2, anything more than 2 rail guns is going to anything more than 2 rail guns is going to cause a repair time on your Balthazar and Malachi unit, and that's what we want to avoid. So we took the damage that we wanted to take there. And that being, we wanted some of those damaged drones to go ahead and be killed so that they can reappear healthy and full as we go to hit this railgun here. This is the difficult one, or what could be the difficult one. So utilizing all our drones, we're going to come in at an angle. And we got it there. Good. Now it's just clean up here. We can take out this Skywolf because it's isolated and it's going to target the drones first. We see that our Malachi is well within the green, so we're on the free repair. And actually, I don't need to take such a hard angle here. Reset a little bit. Let more of the drones spawn. And we're almost done here. Take out this last rampage. And we are done with Malachi. We're going to bring our pilgrim and our pilgrims and our Balthazar up. And we have one thing left that can cause damage to them, that being this railgun. Again, family, you don't need more than this. Now, for discussion purposes, let us say that I don't have maxed out pilgrims and or Balthazar. Then we might need to talk then. But I'm going to tell you, and I haven't tested this, but we've done this enough to know. So manually target this railgun. We've done this enough to know that about level 15 and about level 15, sometimes 14 is sufficient. About level 15, you're going to be able to implement these strategies. So railgun gone, Ruby on, and there you have it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
And there you have it. Free repair. Commander Base 2. Simple, straightforward, easily replicated, over and over and over again for your event success. Family, that's going to do it for this particular strategy. We will be back and we will show you the 0 damage strategy next. So stay tuned. Until next time, continue to grind so you can continue to shine. We love ya. Peace.